All right. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to D's Divinity, D's Divine Tarot. Thank you for joining in with me today. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome back to all the former subscribers and welcome to all the new subscribers. Once again, thank you all for joining in with me today. As you see from the title of the video, we're going to go ahead and dive into this beautiful Moonology energy in series. Check the title for the episode number, y'all, because I lost count a long time ago. All right. Before we do jump into this, though, it should go without saying, please do check the description box for any information that you may want or need to know. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to let me know. As it states in the description box, these readings are intended to be timeless. Time and energy are fluid, meaning you could have already gone through this. You may possibly currently be going through it, right? And or it may be a prophetic message, for a future. I do not know your life, only you do. I do know that we are technically utilizing the calendar system, and that is considered, quote, time, end quote. However, it seriously doesn't matter. And speaking of which, I am utilizing Eastern Standard Time when I do call out dates, signs, and times. And like I said, it doesn't matter because depending on where you are on the globe, it may be different, highly likely to be different, right? Anyways, with all that being said, just please keep that in mind. Don't be so gung-ho or tied up to a specific date, because the energy of the moon may it can be highly effective a few days before and or after, right? So that's another reason why it really doesn't matter. And excuse me, when we talk about the full and new moon energies, they can be up to a week or so. So again, please keep all that in mind. They also are general. Not all may apply to you. I may not even be talking to or about you. I may be talking to or about someone to whom you're closely connected, friend, family, or foe. I do not know. Again, only you know your life. Use your free will and discernment. Do not force that shoe to fit if it doesn't. I'm not responsible for your feet, your toes, no them currents hurting, all right? I also do not subscribe to gender roles over here. However, I may say he, she in reference to masculine and or feminine energies, just depending upon what I feel and read intuitively. Again, we all have them both within us. I could be talking about a female being in a masculine energy or a male being in a feminine energy. I don't know, right? What else? I am big on numerology. Whether or not I call it out, but if and when I do, I intend for it to possibly resonate with your life path number, the day or month you were born, maybe even the house you want to pay particular attention to, and of course the sign or energy they're in. There's a reason that all this stuff comes out, y'all, right? And it may be different for each and every one of you. So take it as it resonates. Otherwise, let the rest fly, okay? All right. I think that's it. Oh, you should see at this point on your screen the primary decks that I utilized during the series, and they serve as your header and finisher. The Moonology Oracle has been the header, and the Queen of the Moon Oracle has been the finisher. The header is intended to bring forth the overall message or energy or vibe of the reading, and then the finisher serves to give you energy or advice to go forth, grow on, take with you, whatever. All right. The variable throughout the series is the tarot, and this month we are utilizing the what is this? We're utilizing, I forgot, y'all, because I'm doing this off the dome. So what is this? Oh, the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot. So I apologize. Anyway, you'll see it on the screen, whether or not I can get it out out of my head or not, right? But yeah, and then this is just going, deeper, a little bit behind the scenes, if you will. Maybe confirming, clarifying, whatever. I don't know. Just telling us a little bit more in depth of what the message is about, right? And then I have added this month a couple of other decks to go with the finisher, really, or give you energy or crystals to take with you, or even archangels or masters, mystics or saints that you want to work with. I don't know. However, because you will see when we get to the finisher that they come with companion stones, metals, or crystals that you can utilize. And so I just felt called to pull from, if these decks even have it. This is a combination of these two that you see on your screen, same author. And so when I pulled it from these, I don't know which actual deck is coming from. Wow. I don't know what just happened, but it's straight just cut off in the middle of my prayer. Wow. I pray that it resonates with who it's meant and deemed worthy to hear and receive. May it play out in their lives as you see fit for the highest good of all involved. For that and all these other blessings, I come, ask, and give thanks. Ashe, Ashe, Asheo. Ooh-wee. Alrighty, I don't know what that was all about, but let's get on into this background information, shall we? So, last episode, in case you missed it, we are coming off of the new moon in Aries, which was on the 1st, and it's so funny because I feel like Spirit is playing the April Fool's joke on me, because technically at the time of filming, it is April, excuse me, I'm lying. I'm so lying. At the time of filming, it is March 1st. So we are actually now in the energy of the new moon in Pisces, which is powerful because there's some large paranormal activity, if you will, right? Heightened time, high vibe, as my watch keeps going off. But there's a lot going on because, like, in the middle of prayer, the phone just cut out. You know what I mean? I don't even know why. I mean, it's not overheating. Generally, when it does that, it's overheating. But I am not in the sun, and I made sure of it because I didn't want to have to look this beautiful bird next to me. Because I didn't want to have to. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. I know as soon as I move the camera, it's gonna fly off. Okay. So, last episode, we are coming off of the new moon in Aries, right? And this is occurring on April Fool's. And that's why April 1st, right? And that's why I even started out by saying the whole deal about Spirit trying to play a April Fool's joke on me, because I don't know what was going on with the camera, but I don't know. But anyway, in Aries, that new moon energy is coming through at in the sign of Aries at 2:24. That's the high vibe time, right? Again, like I said in the disclaimer, we really it kind of goes through the whole week essentially, right? Because that's some powerful energy. So technically, even at the time that the well, hello. Even at the time that the this first quarter moon will be coming through in the sign of Cancer, which I'll get into in just a minute, we're still kind of in that energy even of the new moon, right? But through that week, I don't know why I'm feeling a need to say this. I guess I'm sure it's going to come out. Something or another is going to come out during the reading. But so through the week from the new moon to the first quarter moon, from the new moon in Aries to the first quarter moon in Cancer, the moon will be transitioning through Aries, Taurus, Gem, and then of course into Cancer. Like I said, it'll be in the sign of Aries, high vibe new moon at 2:24, again Eastern Standard Time, okay, on the 1st. And then Aries affects the head, teeth, tongue, and arteries. It will transition into the sign of Cancer on the 7th at 11:31, okay? And then on the 9th is when you got the highest vibe energy of the moon in Cancer, okay? That first quarter moon. Cancer affects the stomach. I can't wait all day for it to pass, y'all, so I'm sorry. Just that's another thing I should have said in the disclaimer. Disregard any background noises that you may hear. I am taking in this beautiful day and energy out here, so it is what it is, okay? But anyway, Cancer affects the stomach, mucosa, breast, womb, and ovary. And y'all should already know by now, but in case you are new, when I call out these areas, any of these areas may be affected with this energy, okay? And by that, it can be different, so many different things for each and every one of you, okay? You may start feeling sensations, however you describe those sensations. A lot of the time, it may just be a vibration, a tickling, a inkling, if you will, a nudge. Some of you may have some pain in these areas. I pray that's the sign, because I'm hearing growing pains. So, it's the sign of, I pray, removal of blockages or anything that has been holding you back, ailments in those areas due to whatever past, I just heard past life, karma, whatever else, even in this lifetime, things that you may have done, or, you know, feelings and emotions and guilt, shame, all the negative things that you probably can think of that you may have been holding on to, that may have been keeping you stuck, stagnant, and, what I'm saying, holding you back, basically. Because I feel like I want to say it was last episode, maybe it was the episode before last. I feel like it's this one. No, it probably was the episode before last. I don't know. I can't remember. I can't keep up, y'all. I be forgetting. It's hard to remember even when I channel from minute to minute. But whatever episode that was where I was talking about some of y'all holding on and dragging that doggone anchor, I pray y'all have let that go. Okay? So Cancer also rules the fourth house. And that energy has been coming up. I'm talking about, it's been all up and through here this whole series, because we keep getting the full, if not the full moon in Cancer, the new moon in Cancer. Okay? And I feel like I've said it daggum near every episode, something about Cancer in the fourth house. So it's a strong vibe around family, around the home. And Cancer also is that mothering, nurturing, healing, emotional energy. May have something to do with your mother or a mother figure in your life. I do not know. Strong vibe with that. I mean, it could be anybody, y'all. It could be anybody. It could be, it doesn't even have to be a biological sibling. Well, that's what came out. It doesn't have to be a biological relative, right? It can be someone who, like a mentor, a friend of the family. You know what I'm saying? It could be, I always get that auntie, you know what I'm saying? Somebody auntie, somebody grandmama, nanny, somebody, whoever, you know what I'm saying? I always get that kind of vibe, but it doesn't have to be. It could even be a male, again, just in that feminine energy, okay? But it's strong feminine energy. And, even those areas, everybody has, I know people, it's up for debate. People will argue, that they don't have a womb. Yes, you do. You started there. You know what I'm saying? That's the beginning, right? That's the tip of the ankh. That's the creation center. Everybody has one, whether you're male or female. Now I get it, not everybody has a uterus per se, right? But you still bear that creative womb or portal, where you create whatever it is that you create. And even speaking for my males out there, you still have that area, you know what I'm saying, your sacral chakra specifically, where your creative center pretty much emerges or grows, or where you're blessed, you know what I'm saying, where your blessings originate from, if that makes any sense at all. I don't know. So, but if you look there, though, with all the areas that I just said, outside of the stomach and mucosa, the breast, womb, and really the breast included, because, whether you're male or female, you still got breasts, right? They just may not be so pronounced as others, okay? Some of you, they are. But anyway, but the womb and the ovaries, of course. And it's so funny because I was even talking to a friend without going too far off the deep end, about the fact that, ovaries and I feel like the male's testicles are ovary, you know what I'm saying, are the female's version of ovaries. So again, we all have essentially the same organs, and or functions, right? It's just a different title or name or whatever, you know what I mean? But it's still all the same shit. So whatever. So they still my point in saying all that really is to say that you still are affected, whether you're male or female. That's why I say gender is neutral over here. You know what I mean? There's no such thing, really. We made that up. They didn't know what a male or female was. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were all man, if you will. Whatever. Anyway, I ain't trying to go all into that, because that's a whole rabbit hole. So yeah. So the beautiful thing too that we talked about last episode was this waxing gibbous one, which comes on the 10th in the sign of Leo at 0000, which is midnight. Okay, because I utilize military time. But that came up big in last episode, and I'm been telling y'all, I feel like really this whole series is that many of you are truly having, because in getting into this, and I know this is important, and I'm sure it will come out at some point during this reading, for them to have me say this, is the fact that Leo is like, not only is it solar plexus chakra energy, but it's heart chakra, right? Even just the energy of Cancer with the 4th house, number 4 being the heart chakra. That's been coming about and out so much, and it's very important. Yes, thank you. I don't know if y'all can see, well, y'all probably can't on camera, but anyway. But anyway, so that is very important, because Leo affects the heart, aorta, blood pressure, and circulatory system. Okay, and that vibe, Leo is that I'm talking about. They love hard. They got a heart of gold. You know what I'm saying? They know it and they show it, is what I'm hearing. If you happy and you know it, clap your hands. Look, you hear the bird. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Anyway, homeboy was trying to be a big bully. He done chased off another one. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure we're going to end up coming back to this, to my notes. But let's go ahead and get into the tarot here, or to the cards. All right, you guys. So in diving into your headers here, look at here. We got the full moon in Gem and the new moon in Aquarius. Wow. Full moon, new moon energy. I feel like I said, I don't even remember which episode, but I know I said something about during the time where it was like fruition kept coming out as the finisher. And I was saying that it's going to be a cycle. I feel like whether it's a month, whether it's like from full moon to new moon as it is here, even if it's from full moon to new moon in the same sign, or vice versa, you know what I'm saying? New moon to full moon, whatever, however it comes up, or just like this, like it's saying right here. What I'm getting to is that I said, whatever you have been manifesting or trying to bring into fruition, it is coming through after a cycle. I don't know what that means. Like, because again, it could just be a cycle of, because right now I'm seeing like each and every each and every suit of the tarot, you know what I'm saying? Like wands, swords, cups, you know what I'm saying? They're flashing through my head, and so that could be just a cycle for you. You know what I mean? Going from essentially I heard 0 to 10, but that's crazy, because I was getting ready to say, because it could be a cycle going through the major arcana, like going from the full, starting at the beginning, going from the full through the world energy. That's a whole cycle, and major growth, right? As well as major changes, endings to begin anew, right? Same difference if you're going from 0 to 10 in the, essentially ace to 10, right? In the tarot, because you're starting at the beginning, and 10 is the number of endings, to begin anew, right? It's ending a cycle, taking what you've learned through that, because that can be some, some pretty tough lessons, because you're like a novice in the thing, you know what I'm saying? But once you get through the 10, it's like, all right, what you want to say, like you're intermediate, I guess, if you will, because then you got to work your way through the courts, you know what I'm saying, through the courtship, and earn your crown, get to the kingdom, earn your keys to the kingdom. I believe that came out last episode. But anyway, with this full moon in Gemini, it says the answers you need are coming, and the new moon in Aquarius says bring love into the situation. I mean, this is always a lot. Like the fact that you got 2, and they're Gemini is the sign of communication, right? I mean, it's not the only sign, but it's one of the major ones. They are some talkers. I should say, are some talkers. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, definitely but sometimes that may, even though they are the sign of, ruled by Mercury, sign of communication, along with their fellow sister or brother sign, but I say sister because it's the Virgin, right? Virgo, who also is ruled by Mercury. That's why I said we, right? And not only that, I'm Gemini moon in Vedic astrology, so heavy, and that's my north node, right? Right, my north node is in Gemini, so I got a lot of communicating to do, which is funny because I feel like all my life I've had to, like, every I wouldn't even say altercation necessarily, but it's like it's always been, when I feel like I've had issues, it's always been centered around communication. Like, I don't know, because y'all know we Virgos, we say what we mean and mean what we say. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, yeah, we can be a little cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because we're so blunt with it, right? But it's like we don't mean no harm. It's really all love. But people, they take it how they take it, and that's a personal problem. And it's like I'm to the point now where I really don't give a fuck. Like, not in a cold-hearted Queen of Swords in reverse type way. It's just I know better. You know what I'm saying? I know me, I know myself, and I know my intentions. And it's like when I'm saying what I feel like I need to say, I know that it's all love behind it, and I know it's coming from the heart. The truth can hurt sometimes, and not everybody knows how to take it. So that's why I say I really don't, because I know that however it's taken, that's an issue with that person. You know what I'm saying? I know that it has nothing to do with me necessarily. However, I do know that, even through the years, when I've had issues, it's more because, yeah, maybe I can be a little more tactful. Yeah, maybe I can soften the blow a little bit. Maybe I don't have to be so brash. I've had to balance that Queen of Swords some. You know what I'm saying? In that Libra energy. Because it's interesting, because I'm without getting all into my own stuff, I am like progressed Libra, so in a lot where I'm essentially was Virgo. It's a heavy Libra energy. Anyway, my point being is that I've had to learn a lot of tempering of the tongue, if you will, and balancing myself enough to deliver it a little bit smoother. Right? It's a maturity thing. Like I said, it's ending cycles to begin anew and taking what you've learned with you, right? So that you don't have to repeat it. Anyway, I feel like maybe some of y'all are really needing to, especially if you have been struggling in that area with communicating or finding the right words to say, or the right way to say it. I don't even know what this may have to do with. It's going to come to you in some shape, form, or fashion. Maybe you need to be communicating with this Gemini, or even with this Aquarius. I don't know. Or maybe you're needing to say what you need to say during this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, to whoever this is, not even just being a Gemini necessarily, or an Aquarius necessarily. Okay? I do feel like that was a reason that I gave that example of my life to you, because that's the whole point in what this Aquarius energy is saying. Like, I had to heal myself and kind of remove, not even kind of, I had to very much so remove any negativity, any ill will, any, that like I was saying in the prayer, the shame, guilt, or any of that stuff that I may have been holding on to, that was holding me back from even bringing love and not being so harsh with my tongue. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's like, very much so, lessons have been learned, and that's why I feel like many of you are on the same path. Because again, I tell y'all all the time, I don't go through stuff alone. I know I don't, and a lot of the times I don't even go through it for me. Like, you know what I mean? Personally, I go through it for the next one, so that I can help whoever needs it through it. Sorry about that. So anyway, I feel like maybe even y'all have had, because this may have something to do with a Gemini, Geminian in your family, and or an Aquarius in your family. It's something about that. Maybe you were just needing to work on bringing that loving communication in, so that you can share the message or whatever, with members of your family. I don't know. It's still going, y'all. I paused at 8:08, by the way. boom like an 808, making circles like a figure 8. You know it feels good from head to toe. Hold on tight, baby, don't let go. Or here we go, or whatever she's saying. Anyway, 8 may be a powerful number for y'all. Life path, whatever. Maybe may have been born in the month of August, or on the 8th of whatever month. All right. And then even with Gemini and Aquarius, who is that? What is that? Third house and what was Aquarius? 11th. You may want to check it. Okay. Maybe something about 311. Maybe something big on the 11th of March. I don't know. That occurred. Let me look, because they calling me to look at my notes. Hold on. You may have been born on the 3rd or the 11th. However, whatever. Let's see. Wow. Waxing Gibbous 1 on March the 11th in the sign of Cancer at 2:25. And them twos, y'all got a lot of them. So that may be important. I don't know. Okay. Let's move on to the bottom of the deck energy. Boom. Boom. I told you, like an 808. That's like a bomb. Your emotions are running high. Super moon. That's like, I'm talking about explosive is what I'm feeling. I heard expansive and explosive, and I've been trying to tell y'all, some of y'all truly, I don't know if y'all really gonna be ready for what y'all gonna feel, because it's like, I mean, it's gonna be amazing, right? But it's like a heart chakra awakening like no other, an opening, if you will. Oh, that 888 portal is coming through strong. Speaking of them 8s, man. And then I said about Leo in the heart. That's why they wanted me to read that about the Wax and Gibbous. What was it? Yeah, the Wax and Gibbous 1 this month on the 10th, right after this first quarter moon, which is powerful because it's like them ones is screaming. Some of you are truly ending a tough, possibly emotional cycle. Maybe y'all didn't have the best communication within your relationship. I have no idea, but that's what's coming through right now. And it's like, now it is time to bring that unconditional love into the situation. Forgive, and I'm sure you won't forget, but at the same time, I mean, it's not for you to, because if you forget, you're gonna have to repeat the lesson. You know what I'm saying? So, but forgive and move on, right? So that you're not stuck, so it's not holding you back any longer, so that you don't have to repeat it again, right? I will read these at the end, okay? Let's move on into the tarot. Wow. Just wow. What I can't even talk. I can't. That's how y'all gonna be. That's why that's why that full moon in Gemini came out. That's exactly why I was talking about it. Y'all ain't even gonna have words. This is crazy. Y'all do see what I see, right? Do you see what I see? Love doves. This is powerful. This is because you have worked on yourself, healed your heart way, removed any blockages, filled your cup back up, worked on that self-love. That's what all this is. But it's like that lotus flower grows through the mud, through them hard times. When it looked murky and ugly and, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no hope. But through it all, you still believe. I still believe. Someday you and me will find ourselves in love again. Yeah. Come on through, Mariah. That was my girl. Honey. Look. Honey, honey. I can see the stars all the way from here. Alright, Beyonce. And we see the glow on the window pane. Somebody sees your glow up, baby. Somebody sees that you're renewed. Somebody want to be with you. Because, Even Mariah Carey, honey. Got me hooked over you. Honey, you can have me when you want me. Just simply ask me to be there. You're the only one that makes me come running. Cause what you got is far beyond compare. Yeah. And it's just like honey when your love comes over me. Somebody. Somebody. That's all you can do. You may not have the words to say to speak, but you're gonna be singing to your heart's content, and that's all. That's all that's needed for real. And if this is not you, like I said, somebody truly, I just heard they drooling on you, drooling all over you. Like just the thought of you makes them drool. Oh, I mean, somebody said the thought of you made me wet. Oh, somebody about to get in trouble. The good kind, though. If there is a good kind, but not for real. Somebody got that sauce. They know you got it. You know you got it. Or your person got it. Whatever. That drip. Whew, okay, moving on. Cause honey, we gonna be look what I say. Somebody know you got it and they want it. This particular Knight of Cups though, let's talk about this guy. I don't know. I mean, it's not like it's so bad vibes. It's not really bad vibes. It's just, okay, look. Let me go back to what I know best, just giving it to you straight. Whoever this is has truly, that's not funny. I laugh because I heard they truly had a hard on. And of course, y'all already know. We grown, right? But nah, what I was intended to say, somebody had to put that in there. What I was intended to say though is that they've really been guarded, protected, right? To so much so that their cup has seemed that what they're trying to offer may have seemed like an illusion. Like not even seemed, it probably was, to be quite honest. That's why I just said it's not like, I don't know. I really don't even know how I feel, and I feel like that's how some of y'all are for real. It's like you don't even know really how to take this person, because maybe you have tried to, and I'm feeling like for many of you this may have been somebody in the past, somebody you have dealt with before, and y'all tried it, right? Because I hear somebody say he tried it, like so sarcastic and like, nah, like we ain't going there no more. You know what I'm saying? Because you tried to penetrate their armor, and it was just like, nah. But look at him, he's just a knight. You know what I'm saying? No tea, no shade to the knights out there, because some of them can come through and swoop like real fast, swoop you off your feet where you am. I'm telling you, some of y'all ain't gonna be ready for it. But he's not the king. You understand? He's not really mature. He's making his way there prayerfully, but he's not there yet. And so he don't really have much to offer. What he tried to offer you, it was probably there one day, gone the next. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know why I'm getting like the Knight of Wands, which that is the flighty, the in and out. You know what I'm saying? That's the player from the Himalaya type of vibes. And I'm kind of getting that mix. Not even kind of, I am. So that's why I'm feeling like, I don't know, and some of y'all really might be looking at this when this person come back, trying to offer. I feel, okay, this is really what I'm feeling too. Another storyline potentially, but kind of along the same lines. I'm feeling like whoever this is, that again, somebody sees your glow up. They see that you've changed. They see the love that you have for yourself. And that's, baby, that's attractive. Trust and believe. That is the most attractive thing ever. When you are confident, when you are secure. That's why I said, I'm pretty sure that's why they had me give you what I said about myself, and the fact that as far as my communication, because now I really am like, You either take it or leave it. And if you can't handle, you know what I'm saying, you can't handle the sauce, the fire, then get the hell out the kitchen. Get out my way. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't care about your feelings. Not in that kind of way. It is what it is. Like I said, the truth hurts sometimes. That's all I can give you. You know? But so this person is coming back around. I do feel like, again, not quite there yet, but still he or she, but I feel more masculine energy, is working towards it prayerfully. I don't know now. If they showing you red flags, believe them. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's on you. I tell y'all all the time. Take what you need from the message. Don't hold it holier than thou or anything like that. I don't even know if this is the right word to say, but I'm just saying, like, it's potential energy. So you can't take it and run with it. Just, you got to be smart. You know what I'm saying? Use your own free will and discernment. Like, because only you know your life and your situation. But I'm not saying that you shouldn't give this situation, you know what I'm saying, a try or do whatever you want to do with it. I'm just telling you what I'm feeling, and you take it as you need to. Okay. Again, it's something about these flowers, and the blossoming, and this particular flower, I mean, it's pure, it's white. So I do feel like, again, going back to that heart chakra awakening and transformation, I feel like this person has changed. They have done some work. I mean, to make it to the night, you had to have done something, right? This could even be a child, more so like a teenager, right? Or young adult, right? Or somebody who, again, I said they're not quite at the king. So it could be an older individual, but they're just a little bit immature emotionally still. Okay? They ain't quite there yet, like I keep saying. Very much so can be a water sign with all this cup energy out here. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Strong Cancerian energy. I mean, we are talking about the first quarter moon in Cancer, so that may just be with all this cup energy. It don't matter what sign it is, it may just be talking about this time, you know what I'm saying, of the month or whatever, when this is coming through potentially. Okay? Alright. Moving on. Alright. And moving on into your finisher here. Look here. Excuse me. I'm telling y'all, some of y'all are meant to take action towards this person. Excuse me, or towards this energy. And some of y'all, somebody is getting ready to take action towards you. I am trying to tell you. Okay? This 15 potentially being a 6. First of all, I told y'all somebody has truly gone through, in that 5 energy, somebody has truly gone through a transformation, a growth, going through the growing pains. And again, this very well may be you. But prayerfully, you are coming into union, going from the 1 to the 5. I mean, that is major growth right there as it is. But to come together in the 6, that means you have balanced, harmonized, matured, in a sense that you have taken the next step to move, because 5 is all about movement too, right? And look at her. I mean, this card is all about movement. Action is movement. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. But it's like, now in this 6 energy, you can be at peace. You can be in a state of harmony within yourself. Yeah. It's something too about this 5 and the 5th chakra, which is that throat chakra, ruled by Taurus or affected strongly by the energy of Taurus. You may be dealing with the Taurus, or you may want to embody that Taurian energy to ground yourself within your community, to be able to speak. Because remember, some with that full moon in Gemini, some of y'all truly have some need. Can't even get it out because I keep hearing, say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Speak from your heart, okay? And I'm hearing, speak to my heart, Lord. Yeah. Release whatever this is that needs to be released. There's something that she's letting go of. Thank God. Please do. And this is, what is this? Wax and Give is 6. Let's see what that is. Ooh, wait, look at this, y'all. Oh my God. Like I'm telling y'all, they don't make no mistakes. This month, the waxing gibbous 6 is on the 15th, which is the number of this card, in the sign of Libra. And what did I got? Just that's why I got through saying all of what I was saying about the energy of Libra and balancing yourself out, right? And Libra again is fellow air sign of Gemini, and 2 can be talking about that communication, even that mental energy. So it's like, free your mind, and the rest will truly follow. Say what you need to say. Get it with look. Say it with your chest. Get it off your chest. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what she doing. Speak from the heart, though. Okay. Libra, by the way, affects the kidneys, ureter, bladder, veins, and skin. Okay. And again, kidneys, that's about that releasing them toxins. Moving on to the bottom of the deck. Look here. And I mean, look how both of them are just open. Open to play, open for pleasure, open to release. And even with this, what is this? Waning gibbous 2. I'll look back and see what that is in just a second. She has, look at them butterflies. They blue. There's several of them. That's transformation in and of itself. And with the blue, that's all mental energy, even throat chakra energy for me. So it's like, utilize that. And look how powerful that is. The 18 is the moon energy in the tarot. Together it makes a 9 potentially, which signifies nearing the end of some sort of cycle. I do feel like for the moon energy to come out, and as you see, even in this waning gibbous, that it's not quite there yet, but even in the the waning gibbous 6, that is almost, it looked like a full moon right there, right? But both of them, I was going to say, kind of almost look like a full moon. But it's like, when you get to that part, the point I'm trying to make, whether or not it's not a full moon, obviously, but whether or not it's talking about releasing that, letting whatever it is that you need to let it go. Both of them are freeing themselves, lightening the load, right? That's a whole lot of energy moving there. But it's also like with that 18, that moon energy is like whatever secrets, whatever, and it ain't even just got to be secrets in a negative way, like you're being malicious or anything like that. But to me, it's just talking about secrets as far as what you have been like not revealing, like trying not to, what you have been hiding behind, even your emotions, really, because that's what the moon energy is all about, that emotional energy that needs to be released. Because there's no coincidence, we got the super moon as the bottom of the deck energy in the header, y'all. That's a lot of energy. Emotional roller coaster. Y'all, let it go. Let it go. And I feel like for many of you, whether this is a family member or not, because anybody can be, they ain't got to just be biological is what I'm trying to say. But I feel like whoever this is, that's why I had heard, I can't even get it out now. That's why I just got what I got. And I told y'all, even with that Knight of Cups, I feel like this has been somebody, for many of you, somebody you've dealt with before. And they probably was playing, because I'm hearing quit playing games with my heart. They probably was playing with you before, right? Because somebody, I told you, is definitely immature. So it doesn't snow. So hold on just a second. Let me find these in the guidebooks and we'll get into it. Okay, so I guess we'll just start how they came out. We'll start with the full moon in Gemini, pages 72 and 73. The answers you need are coming. This card is a reminder that it's important to speak your truth, but remember that your words have consequences and impact your listener. Right now, you need to guard against indiscretion. The answers you need may well come soon. The issue you're facing could well be one or a few conversations away from being resolved. If you're inquiring about a love situation, a little flirting may be called for. If you're in the middle of an argument, this card comes to you as a reminder of the old, very non-Gemini message, quote, least said, soonest mended, end quote. It's good to talk, but be careful you aren't causing yourself any issues with your words. Words have enormous power. As metaphysician Florence Scovel Shinn put it, quote, your word is your wand, end quote. Wow. You create magic in your own reality every time you express yourself. Okay, so like there was no coincidence. I'm telling y'all why they had me say what I said about my own personal situation. Again, I know I don't go through it alone, right? Or for nothing. So when you're tuning to the moon, this is important. I like to see these as affirmations. It says, have an important conversation, but stay calm. Okay? Have an important conversation, but stay calm. I'm telling you, you better, because baby, that you saw the supermoon, which we'll get to in a minute, where your emotions are gonna be running high. So y'all may be having a heated discussion, and I'm telling y'all, because I keep seeing these birds. I don't know if y'all can see. Well, you probably can't, because I don't think I'll show this part in the thing. But whatever, where I'm at, I've seen birds going at it, a couple of different ones. And that's all air energy, right? So some of y'all may be having this an issue, right? And bring love into the situation, whether or not, especially if it's an argument. But whether or not you ain't always meant to agree necessarily. You can agree to disagree, but you can still do it with love, where there's no animosity or, you know what I'm saying, negativity to be harbored. You understand what I'm saying? So anyway, additional meanings. Don't be superficial. Someone is trying to flirt with you. Have you noticed? You need to laugh off the situation and just move on. Job applications have good prospects. So the teaching. Talk, and more talk as the emotional full moon moves into the communicative sign of Gemini. It's too easy to say too much, so mind how you go if you pull this card. This card can also indicate an enjoyable social event. Since the full moon in Gemini is a great time for socializing, this card also augurs well for any study you're either taking or considering. Okay? Now, moving to bring love into the situation, the new moon in Aquarius, pages 62 and 63. Okay, see, I'm telling y'all, that's a decade, right? Some of y'all it may have been a whole decade for me to say that, from when you saw this person last or even had dealings with this person. But I'm trying to tell you, like I said, that 10, I told y'all, going from, it's something powerful about ending a cycle, going from the ace to the 10. And some of y'all, I feel like, oh my God, y'all, that is powerful. It truly may be an emotional cycle for you. Very much so. There's no coincidence with that, like I said, the Cancerian energy coming in. I mean, we're talking about the first quarter moon in Cancer, which I told you is very emotional. And then for me we got the Ace of Cups, and then we got the Knight of Cups. So that's like going from, you completed that cycle. Now you're going, I told y'all, going from the ace to the 10, and then entering the courtship, working through your intermediate phase to get to the kingdomship, right? Or queendomship, whichever, child. So some of y'all really done made it, or you will be making it. You will be ending, because the Aquarian energy is all about that healing energy, right? So Aquarius is all about progress and modernity. I really can never say this word. So this is the time to move forwards. The new moon in Aquarius card means, quote, no looking back, end quote. Change is on its way, and it could come quickly. Whether you get the change you want depends both on whether you believe you can have it and how much you're relying on others to bring it to you. This card comes with the suggestion that you may need to do things independently on your own. But be loving, not too pragmatic. Time may be of the essence when this card comes up. Aquarius energy has an electric feeling to it. So Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. Certainly there is a sense that you need to let go of the past and move towards your future as soon as possible, and that's where that action is coming in, right? So that you can move towards your pleasure. We're going to get there in just a minute. When you're tuning to the moon, explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. Explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. And what and whom are italicized, so emphasis on that. Additional meanings for this card. You need to be more detached from the situation. Letting go, like I said. Thinking outside the box will bring the solution. More pragmatism is called for. Improve your karma by doing some charitable work. What I say, I told y'all, some of y'all really trying to heal past life karma, which is good. So the teaching. Aquarius is a sign of invention, modern advances in technology and humanity. Its energy is a little brittle. It's individual, scientific even, and relatively emotionally detached. Many people think Aquarius is a water sign because the Aquarius symbol is the water bearer, but it's actually an air sign and is far more about intellect than emotional water signs. as is this card, no matter when you draw it. Dropping convention works well with this energy. What I was getting is the fact that, so we got two air signs, Gemini and Aquarius, right? There needs to be, and they're telling you to be more pragmatic, right? For those of you who, as we're about to get into the supermoon energy, who are truly on an emotional roller coaster where emotions are really on high, they're advising you to get more in your mental energy, your mental body, in order to heal the emotional aspect within yourself. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, I tell y'all all the time to listen to your heart, follow your heart, and all that, which is true, but you got to understand you have to be in a balanced space to do that. So if you're on an emotional roller coaster, as I said, that came out, right? Or you're super emotionally charged in the supermoon energy, you got to be careful. You know what I mean? Come get back, get in your headspace to be more logical, to bring yourself down off of that emotional high. You know what I'm trying to say? Because some people can really, it's nothing wrong with necessarily being on an emotional high, but like I said, I feel like some of y'all really aren't gonna, I keep saying that, you're not gonna know. You're gonna be feeling so many different emotions. You really aren't gonna know which way to go, which way is up or down. For real. And some people can even take this opening and this awakening as a high, a rush, because it's like it's an energy of almost euphoria, if you will. However, you still got to bring it back down at some point, because being too high for an extended period of time, it doesn't fare well for many of you. There has to be a balance, and I feel like that's where that Libra energy is also coming in. You got all the air signs that came through in your reading, so I feel truly there's a message there for some of you to think it through, be a little more logical. I rarely say that. I don't know. I mean, I always talk about mental stability and balance for sure, but which is quite odd for me, but I feel like they are really trying to tell you to kind of take a step back, see things differently. There you go. It's all about the perspective. And then you'll see, maybe I overreacted. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I shouldn't have said that. I can't believe I just did that. So I don't know. Some of y'all really probably going to be saying that. Anyway, moving on. Supermoon. Look at here. 110 and 111. I cannot make this up. Oh my God. Emotions are running high. This card suggests that the answer to whatever you're asking is writ large like the silvery full moon set against the velvety night sky. If you're wondering how successful something is going to be, such as a job or a relationship, the answer is very, and that's italicized. To use common parlance, the answer to your question may well be that it's under your nose. This card is about being larger than life, being special and bursting with energy that you can tune into and work with. You can expect plenty of good things and a positive outcome when this card comes up, but you may find there's a lot of emotion to deal with too. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's all good. Like from the get-go, I feel that it's beautiful energy, but because you may not be used to it or not really know how to handle it, because again, whoever's in this Knight of Cups energy, could be you, right, is a little immature with it. Meaning, not a bad thing necessarily, but it just means that you don't know how to handle it. You don't know how to deal with it. A king or queen has been through it all. And so they've learned to really emotionally stabilize and balance themselves, to not overreact or to not really, step out of character or say the wrong thing or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? So basically that's what I'm saying. They're a little more level-headed and, oh, wow, okay, with all that air energy. They're a little more, level-headed, level-minded to be able to make a rational and a just decision, especially when in an emotional upheaval, if you will. So it says, there's also a sense that the opportunities around whatever you're asking about don't come along every day. So take action. That's perfect segue as we're about to get into the finisher. When you're tuning to the moon, it says, success is close. I just must trust. Success is close. I just must trust. I love it. Additional meanings. A resolution to your question is closer than you may think. We already said that in the full moon Gemini, right? Don't ignore the obvious. Something exciting lies ahead. Make sure you don't blow events out of proportion, being over emotional, okay? Speak to the goddess. Ask her for assistance. Ooh, all right. The teaching. A supermoon is a new or full moon that takes place when the moon is at its closest point to the earth during its monthly orbit, an event known as perigee. If it's a full moon, the moon appears around 14% bigger at this time. The moon is known as the queen of emotions, and if you draw the supermoon card, regardless of when you do this, in parentheses, that's regardless of when you do this is in parentheses, okay? So when you draw the supermoon, you can expect your feelings to be more highly charged, as we've already discussed. So, perfect segue. Let's move on to the finishers. All right, starting with action, page 46. The time has come to take action. Let go of your paralysis. Let go of your burdens, step by step. The affirmation. I am responsive and ready to take action. I am responsive and ready to take action. Sometimes we are afraid to move forward. This is natural. Change can be difficult, and if we have been hurt or have failed before, we are anxious about what may happen if we instigate change. Maybe we think it's easier and safer to just tread some water for a while. Instead of taking joyful action towards the things we truly desire, such as the writing of a book, undertaking study, accepting a new job, or seeking a better relationship, we balk, we freeze, we do not take the steps we could, and so we remain stagnant. We don't grow. This moon phase encourages us to embrace action. Action is part of our humanity. We are not made to hide and refuse to blossom. And I told you I was something about those flowers. I don't know if I ever finished that thought. But in the tarot, in the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Cups, there's something about those flowers blossoming, okay? Which is you, potentially. So the companion stone or metal is rhodonite, and I will read you what rhodonite has to say from the other decks in just a moment. But you may already see it at some point. Scroll through your screen, okay? All right, moving on to 18, the Waning Gibbous 2, pages 51 and 52. Every time I see this, I hear, and I know he says treasure, but I can't help but hear Bruno Mars. Treasure. That is what you are. You're my golden star. And if I could make your wish come true, if you let me treasure you. But instead of treasure, of course, I hear pleasure. So I told y'all, even from the tarot, somebody is, I don't know why it's so funny to me, but somebody really is singing that to you, but they saying let them pleasure you, or you may be saying that to them. I don't know. And I told y'all, somebody said they got a heart on, and somebody said when they look at you or think of you or whatever, you make them wet or they get wet or whatever. So, anyways, it says, are you taking life too intensively or too seriously? The time has come to call in the pleasures of life. Seek lightheartedness at this time. Focus on what will make you happy. Schedule in activities you find pleasurable. The affirmation. I open myself to the pleasures of life. I open myself to the pleasures of life. In our search for a better life, something happened along the way. We forgot how to find real pleasure in what we do rather than just being diverted from the everyday. Life can be overwhelming, and our rational minds seem to need every available minute of our time to be able to cope with its demands. Pleasure has taken the back seat, or there is a pattern of it now forming destructive tendencies such as binge drinking rather than simply having a wine or two with friends. A big part of pleasure is letting go. This does not mean surrendering or giving up. It simply means handing over all of our administration, stress, and worries for a time, and immersing ourselves in something joyful. When we don't allow ourselves to experience pleasure, whether in the form of laughter, play, sensuality, or the development of skills, we remain less than whole and feel a wanting. No fun actually makes us dull indeed. Over time, we are much less effective in our emotional and work lives, and if we do not experience regular doses of pleasure. Over time, we are much less effective in our emotional and work lives if we do not experience regular doses of pleasure. Our ancient ancestors knew the importance of pleasure in the forming of a healthy mind, body, and spirit, and mind is first, by the way, with all that air energy. There were gods and goddesses dedicated to happiness and the pleasures of life, such as the Egyptian goddess Hathor. The temples of Hathor were joyful places full of songs and beauty. There were even small temples placed in her honor outside other major deities' temples so that people could be in a happy and contented mental mood before entering to worship. The Egyptians clearly believed that having a positive or relaxed state of mind assisted in having a positive spiritual connection. And the companion stone or metal is turquoise. Alright? So let me get to the other decks and we will read the cards from them. Okay, so from the book we'll start with rhodonite. And it's on page 60. It is a pink or red tabular crystals and masses, also found in green, yellow, and black, usually with veined inclusions of manganese that produce black lines. Astrologically associated with Taurus, that's why that fifth chakra in the, the 15, the action came through, right? Great for the heart chakra. Healing qualities, good for mental balance, attention to detail, memory, and making music. What I say, and then in parentheses they have, especially together with rhodochrosite. But what I say about singing, even if you don't have the words to say necessarily, baby, sing a good song of joy and praise and pleasure, right? Physically, it's good for the heart and bones, helps schizophrenia, myalgic encephalomyelitis, otherwise known as ME, emphysema, arthritis, light sensitivity, and throat infections. I'm telling you, this will help you say what you need to say. Say what you need to say. Emotionally and spiritually, it's calming and good for yin-yang balance. Unconditional spiritual love, self-esteem, and sensitivity. That Ace of Cups is coming back up. It grounds the feeling of love in the physical world, helps anxiety, mental unrest, confusion. Look at this, 21st century stress, y'all. And inconsistency. For those of you in that Knight of Cups, I'd say it was kind of in and out, back and forth, not really knowing what you want, you know what I'm saying, kind of bringing an illusion to the relationship or whatever. I don't know. You may want to utilize that. So moving on to turquoise. This is beautiful. I love turquoise. Page 77, manifesting something. It's blue-green or blue-green masses crusted in rarely small, short, prismatic crystals. Astrologically associated with Scorpio, that's sacral chakra, okay? Sagittarius and Pisces. It's great for the throat chakra. Look how they work in tandem, y'all. Speak from your heart with that rhodonite and also with this turquoise because it's very healing, okay? Healing qualities, protects travelers, whether your journey is local or across the world, and property, and keeps you safe from accidents. Good for creative expression, courage, communication, wisdom, compassion, romance, love, and friendship. Helps public speaking and writing. Gets rid of pollution. Allows you to see the beauty in everything. Physically, it's a multi-purpose healer for the body. Good for the muscles, circulation, lungs, throat, and the absorption of nutrients. Helps general malaise, arthritis, rheumatism, skeletal pain such as backache, flu, allergies, asthma, bronchitis, breathing, tissue regeneration, weight gain, wind pains, headaches, whiplash, air sickness, cataracts, wounds, post-operative recovery, and stress-related skin disorders as an elixir. It aids in detox, alleviates the harmful effects of radiation. Emotionally or spiritually, it's good for emotional balance, meditation, grounding peak experiences. With that supermoon, you may very well want to utilize this. Spirit contact, all psychic abilities, astral travel, spirituality. I laugh because what I tell y'all from the get-go, you know, at the time of filming, we're in the energy of new moon in Pisces, and I told y'all it's a lot of, I called it paranormal activity, but it's just a whole lot of going on, so you may very well want to use this, all right? Peace of mind and yin yang balance, yet again, y'all. Offers the mental and spiritual clarity to see your own path in life and helps suspicious minds and negativity, okay? And it's also great, I know it says throat chakra, but both of them also have a beautiful benefit for mental clarity, right? Or stabilizing the mind. Like I said, which you probably very well may need it for those of you who are highly emotionally charged and need to really get into your mental space to bring yourself back down, which is interesting that I'm even saying that, right? But but being a little more logical and pragmatic as it advised. Okay, so let's get to the other decks. Hold on. Okay, so the first one out is Rhodonite, and this was the only one that I was able to find from this mixture deck. And it reads, do you seek the divine in all your daily interactions? Are you in the process of healing after a loss? Allow your loved one to travel this sacred journey. Know that in many ways they are always with you. Recognize the divine feminine within you. Like I told y'all it's all about that feminine energy, especially with Cancer, okay? Be assured that the truth is revealed in the end. And they keep saying that. That's why I said some of y'all really need to speak. Y'all got something to say. Speak up. Speak your truth. And you can utilize Mary Magdalene within this if you would like. It says, these are affirmations that you may also want to utilize too. I integrate spirituality into my everyday life. I have a connection with the divine. I allow my body, mind, and spirit the time and space to heal following loss. I bless those who have completed their time here and are now on a new journey. And y'all, I'm getting a vibe that can be literal as far as physical, like, you know, they gone from the 3D and on into the spiritual realm or whatever. And or though it can be just somebody like I was saying about that cycle is done. Wow. Okay. So yeah, it can be literally talking about a life cycle. Somebody's life is truly done and they're gone on, right? But I feel for many of you is just talking about, like I said, that emotional cycle with whoever this is, friend, family, or romantic, you know, whoever. It could even be a business relationship that's done, okay? But I feel like it's more so, I mean, not that you can't be tied to somebody close within a business relationship, but I guess what I'm trying to say is I feel like it's either more romantic or, like I said from the beginning, having to do with a family member. And that family member can be part of your soul family, or part of your soul tribe, or as well as biological, but it doesn't just have to be biological, okay? Because family is whoever you deem worthy to be in your family. You know what I mean? All right, moving on to the Crystal Mandala Oracle, and look how beautiful. I told y'all, them ones are screaming. This is Archangel Gabriel you may want to utilize, and turquoise. It is safe to be seen. So for those of you who have been, I don't know, in hiding, I wanted to say undercover, but like I said, I don't know I don't feel like it's like a malicious intent with it. Like I told y'all, when that 18 and the pleasure came out, the moon energy was coming through. I don't feel like it's just being like secretive, like a negative vibration of secretive. It's just that you haven't been speaking your truth. You haven't been showing your true authentic self is basically what I'm getting. And that's what they're trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said what I said even in the beginning about myself, as far as like, and I know even when I say it now, I know it sounds a little harsh because I'm saying like I don't give a fuck, but it's not to be malicious. It's not any cruel intent. It's just the fact that, because I've been not, it's almost like, you know, when you tell kids to sit down and be quiet. Why? They have something to say too. You know what I'm saying? And we should listen to them because they can teach us quite a bit. But you know, and it really kind of bugs me a little bit for those who really try to shut kids up, or, you know, tell them to stay in a child's place. Well, what is a child's place? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of telling women you can't do that because it's only a male's role. Like, what? No. Now I get it. You know, there are points and times where kids, especially if they just being rude and disruptive and disrespect, you know what I'm saying, then yeah, they do need to calm down a little bit and wait until, you know, whoever is finished talking, whether it's grown-ups or not, you know what I mean? But I guess what I'm saying is, like, don't be so quick to, because I used to get that, and like people would authorities in my life would try to tell me to be quiet, like try to shut me up, especially when I was telling the truth. Now I get it. Like I said, I had to learn to kind of be a little more tactful with it, or, you know, bring more love into the situation as it advises, in order not to be so harsh or brash with the tongue. But at the same time, my message rings true. You know what I'm saying? I say what I mean and I mean what I say. So it's not like, but it's almost like people will try to shut you up because they don't want to hear the truth. then you can't handle the truth. That's what I be wanting to say. Like, nah, but don't try to shut me up just because you don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't ask. Or don't come fucking with me if you don't want to know, because I'm gonna tell you. Like, anyway, so I do feel like what this is telling you here, and with all that being said, is that your true, I see your true colors shining through. You know what I'm saying? Show yourself. Show you right, baby. Show you right. Show yourself, okay? With all this beautiful healing energy. And look at the bottom. I done just now seeing it. Them 444. That's that fourth chakra coming through, baby. Real heavy. Beautiful. Stabilize that, and together that makes a 12, and that's that Piscean energy which we are currently in. But it's like it's time for this new beginning, and I told y'all the 11th house is the house of Aquarius, right? So it's in this turquoise is overall healing as well as the Aquarian energy. Now I know it's an air sign, so it may heavily be focused on that mental healing, but nah, I feel like Aquarius energy is just, oh, that's the star card. That's overall healing. It's not just mental, right? I see a phoenix rising out of this. Once you come through that healing, I do. I see that. And there are, let's see, how many is that? 2, 4, 6, 8. Wow. So there's 16, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, there's 16 like petals on this mandala. So that's tower energy. That's that scorpionic energy. And isn't turquoise associated with Scorpio, Sage, and who did I just say from the book? Pisces, right? Wow, that's where that 444, that 12. Okay. Come on through then. Work with this moon too, because I do see that moon right there in the background. The halo, J-Lo. Child, some of y'all may like J-Lo. I don't even know. Maybe watching J-Lo. I don't know why she just came out like that. What sign is she? I have no idea. But I was trying to say Beyonce, and I don't know where J-Lo came from, child. I don't know. But anyway, let me go on and read it, because these be kind of long. Let me find it, and then I'll get it out. Oh my gosh, y'all. So look at this. Y'all know I had to look it up, right? J-Lo, to see about her, what her sign is. So she's born July 24th, 1969, right? So what is that? Like Cancer, Leo, right? She kind of on the cusp, if you will. I don't know. I would have to look at the rest of her information to see what all else, is in her chart. But that's enough right there. And then the message, from what I'm about to read from this card, is coming from pages 66 through 69. Them sixes are screaming. I told y'all going from through a lot of growth, right? Through a lot of changes. She done been through a lot in her life too, right? And of course, y'all know we see a lot of that because they be in the spotlight. But baby, she done been, especially even in her romantic life. Oh my gosh. So anyway, safe to be seen. We bring you the gift of safety and being seen. Over lifetimes, you have loved the earth, returning again and again to serve humanity. Man, they already stopping me. I cannot make this up. What did I tell y'all? Some of y'all are trying to heal past life karma. Thank you, because it's not easy. But I pray, your generations on in will thank you. Your ancestors truly thank you. Okay? So, let me just read that sentence again. Over lifetimes, you have loved the earth, returning again and again to serve humanity, liberate the human soul from fear, and spread a message of love. You have spoken truths, shared messages, and inspired many. Yet in your visibility, sometimes you have felt misunderstood and vulnerable. You have been admired and loved, but at times also feared and attacked for the empowering message you brought to the world. Jesus. Y'all don't give me the crying on here. That's why they had me tell y'all about what I've experienced my whole life, especially during my childhood. You have been admired and loved, but at times also feared and attacked for the empowering message you brought to the world. In you, there is a memory of this, and although you wish to share your light with the world again, there are times when the thought of being seen doesn't feel safe. We are here to let you know that you are protected in divine grace. It is safe to open up to your inner knowledge and to share your message with the world. The light in you is stronger than fear. It is time to shine fearless and bright. Rihanna coming through. Shine bright like a diamond. Come on, y'all. You got it, okay? And look at here. This is what I've always been told. Old souls know only too well that fear will not hesitate to destroy love. If given the chance. You must not let fear do this to you. You have a choice through the loving power of your forgiveness. You give yourself freedom from past pain, even pain from other lifetimes that isn't entirely clear to you, and the opportunity to begin afresh with fearless, vibrant, loving truth. I can't make it up, y'all. I promise I can't. You have many loving words to share and a higher consciousness to be. In your own way, in your own world, in your own relationships, you are a light bearer and a bringer of truth. Although you have had past experiences where there is not always well received, where this was not always well received, I love it. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Ooh, thank you, thank you. Although you have had past experiences where this was not always well received and sometimes resulted in abusive behavior towards you from those who were afraid of love, you have never closed off from your truth. You still know what you know. You may have become reluctant to share it so freely, but you cannot forget your inner wisdom. That's why I said, y'all, from the get-go, forgive, but don't forget. Tupac coming through. What song is that? Forgive. Oh, keep your head up. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Yes. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. What he said? Forgive, but don't forget, girl, keep your head up. And if he ain't, and wait, what'd he say? Hold on, let me get the verse. And if he tell you ain't nothing, don't believe him. Cause sister, you don't need him. And I ain't trying to gas you up, I just call it how I see it. See, it makes me unhappy. Dang, how you go? Basically, he be saying men making babies and leaving young mother to be a pappy. And since a man can't make one, he has no right to tell a woman when and where to create one. I know you fed up, ladies. Yeah, that's my man. That's my dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you for your presence and your energy, honey. So let me get back to where I was. This oracle comes to you with a message. It is safe for you to be seen. In this lifetime, you are meant to be a spiritual leader of sorts, to bring through the light, peace, love, and guidance that others around you need. Don't be afraid of their reactions. Some will love you for what you do. Others might not understand or may resist or even attack in fear. But in truth, you cannot be harmed. Oh, baby, come on with it. Come on, spirit. Come on. I be trying to tell people, honey, I'm smothered, covered, dipped, and fried. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Shame on you for even trying, right? You shall always be what you are and no, You shall always be what you are and no one can ever take that away from you. It is simply not possible. No matter how many times you have been blocked, denied, dismissed, or abused, you find your way back to the truth of your heart again and again. I love it, because what did I tell y'all? Y'all done been shamed, rejected, guilt tripped, whatever, but you never gave up. And I heard, gotta find my way back to you, baby. Yeah, come on, who is that? to you, to us, to love. Jaheen, is that who that is? I wanted to say Tank. I know it's not Tank. I think it's Jaheen. Anyway, y'all know who I'm talking about. You shall always be what you are, and no one can ever take that away from you. It is simply not possible. No matter how many times you have been blocked, denied, dismissed, or abused, you find your way back to the truth of your heart again and again. So your soul has learned over time that your spirit is indestructible. I love how, what's her name put it? What's her name? Virgo Intuition. I think that's her name. Anyway, unfuckwittable. You see that? It has learned that the truth of love is always there for you. Love will always welcome you into its arms, and you can feel at home within your heart, even if you don't always feel at home in the fear-based belief systems that so many still consider to be reality. They still dreaming. All right, Selena, that's what's coming through. I'm dreaming of you tonight till tomorrow. I'll be holding you tight, and there's nowhere in the world I'd rather be than here in my room, dreaming about you and me. Yeah, come on through then. Okay, somebody, I told y'all, like thinking about you, honey. I've been thinking about you. Ooh, nah, nah, nah. I've been thinking about you. You know, no. Been thinking about you. Do you think that me still? Do you? Anyway, let me go on. Because it's a lot left. So this oracle brings you guidance. You have already had these experiences in the past. You do not need to continue having them. You have decided that no matter what, you shall be in the truth of your inner light. You have decided that you shall continue to serve love by helping humanity as much as you can, because you know the divine loves the human race and has a plan for human evolution from fear into love. You know that love serves its own. As you serve love, love serves you. I love that. You have developed the strength of knowing your own truths. You have survived and healed yourself through situations that threatened this truth, and still you are here. You have heard lies, and you have chosen to release them and to trust in your truth. That's where all that is coming from, out of that action and that pleasure, that release of the lies, of the negativities, of anything that has been blocking you, keeping you from this love, this unconditional love, I should say. Like I said with the Ace of Cups, that's what all that is. All right? No more seeking it outside of yourself. That's what they're saying. Because for many of you, especially talking about that past relationship with that whoever that Knight of Cups was or is, you know, that may have been where you were looking for it from. And of course, you got to find it within yourself first. And that was the lesson, though. That's what you got to understand. That's why you went through whatever it was with this person or this energy. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't just got to be a person. It very well can be a thing or even a place. I don't know. But that's why you had to go through it, right? That cycle. And it's done. You learned that lesson now, prayerfully. So don't repeat it like they say. Move forward. Okay. So you have developed the strength of knowing your own truths. You have survived and healed yourself through situations that threaten this truth, and still you are here. You have heard lies, and you have chosen to release them and to trust in your truth. With your loving heart on your spiritual journey, you have learned how to shine true. I told you, I see your true colors, baby. So you are ready to be seen. You shall not be cast down. The love in you is stronger than the fear, rejection, doubt, or resistance in any other. You have no need to convince anyone of anything. You just have words to speak and a truth to be. It is safe to be seen for who and what you are. Let go of fear and take the next step on your life journey now. Wow. And they finish up on pages 68 and 69 with the healing process. I guess I'll read it really quickly. To integrate this guidance, you may like to say this invocation now. I call upon the crystal angel of turquoise and Archangel Gabriel, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing gift of safety and being seen. I now choose of my own free will to shine bright and true. sharing myself with the world. May the world see me as the universe knows me to be, a true and free spirit of love, shining, healing for the benefit of all. Through my own free will, so be it. Then say aloud, I choose of my own free will through this and any lifetime and through all layers of my entire being to release any memory, vow, belief system, or statement ever been said by me or directed at me which is based in fear of being seen, heard, or acknowledged. I now choose to accept of my own free will and through unconditional divine grace to enter into the reality of it being safe for me to be seen. I choose to share my light and love openly with the world. Through divine grace and unconditional love, so be it. To further integrate this guidance, hold the oracle card with your right hand with the mandala image facing inwards and resting at your throat chakra, which is at the lower neck at the base of your throat, okay? Place your left hand lightly on the back of your neck. Rest and breathe in and out several times. When you are ready, you are going to swap positions. Place your right hand holding the card mandala facing inwards at the back of your neck, with your left hand lightly touching the front of your throat. Rest and breathe in and out several times. And of course, y'all, you do not have to have this card or this deck or anything. You can screenshot, do whatever you need. You don't even have to do that. If you don't want to, just envision this card and energy, okay, in your mind's eye, and that will suffice. When you are ready, it says, imagine, visualize, or perceive a light bouncing around lightly in your throat chakra. Remove the card and lower your left hand, allowing it to rest gently by your side. Take a few slow, deep breaths in and out. Then imagine you are gently breathing out light through the front and back of your throat. When you are ready, hold the oracle card flat between your palms so you can place your hands in prayer position with the oracle card between them. Bow your head and say, may divine love reveal the true nature of all beings to the world, so the inner nature of love, so that every being can experience being seen and receive completely in love, according to divine compassion, so be it. Let me read that again. May divine love reveal the true nature of all beings to the world, the inner nature of love, so that every being can experience being seen and received completely in love. According to divine compassion, so be it. You can finish your healing process with this affirmation said aloud 3 times. It is safe for me to be seen. I shine my light fearless, bright, and true. It is safe for me to be seen. I shine my light fearless, bright, and true. One more time for the divine. It is safe for me to be seen. I shine my light fearless, bright, and true. Stay true to you, baby, like no one else will, because they won't. I promise you. God will, though. That's for sure. But you got this, boo. You really do. That is what I have, y'all. I'm going to leave it there. I pray that it resonates with you. If it does, you know what to do. For those of you who are new, that means comment your testimonies down below. You never know how this may help someone grow, but especially in including yourself, though. And I pray that's what you're here for. Whether or not someone comes to mind, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so very much for doing so. I truly appreciate it. You have no idea. If you want to join me for another episode, you can check the link in the description box below. I will see you there. If not, please take care. If none of this resonates with you or you're looking for something else, you may very well check the description box, that and or the other playlists on my channel. There are plenty more where this comes from as far as pick a card, zodiac readings, etc., okay? I pray that you find what you're looking for. Until the next one, y'all, be easy. Do not forget your love, especially in your light. Like I said, okay? Be fearless in all that you do, because you are protected. Be you. No one else can. No one else will. I love you and I thank you. Deuces.